From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weekend weather.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you've had a nice weekend so far. That Arctic air has arrived. That cold front really sweeping through, and very cold air is taking over with some snow showers today. How about that, right? We actually have a little bit of wintry precipitation across the area. Kind of see what I'm talking about there. It's isolated, and a few of us might catch a dusting, and maybe the high-lying areas half-inch at most, right? We're not talking anything major out there. Just a nice little treat alongside this cold air, because something's got to sweeten the deal, right? With these 20s across the area this morning and that wind out of the northwest, 15 to 20 miles an hour, it just feels kind of terrible out there. And that's kind of why I'm a spring-summer guy myself, because at least when you step outside, it doesn't hurt, right? If you're not wearing enough layers, right? I mean, that's the situation here. Now, as we head through tonight, check it out. We really get back down to the teens across the area for those lows. It is just absolutely brisk out there. And in fact, isolated single digits, yeah, I could see that happening, especially up here, northern portions of southern middle Tennessee, up by Lewis County, that sort of area up here, Marshall County, Murray County. Yeah, I could easily see a world in which that happens. But either way, it doesn't matter, because we're all going to be in the teens here as we head through tomorrow morning. So as we're heading into work, or maybe putting those kids out at the bus stop, honestly, if you can, just bring them in the car, because I definitely don't want to be standing out with 11 degrees with a wind out of the north 6-7 miles an hour with single-digit wind chills. That's not for me personally. In fact, it wouldn't shock me if some of these schools take action as far as that's concerned here. High pressure takes over Monday, so that's why we're kind of reinforcing that cold air over the next couple of days. But by Tuesday, we've been watching this system, right? I'll hold it right here. I'm not going to go any further, because I think we're starting to get to the point where, generally speaking, models are kind of honing in on a solution that can still wobble, right? Just because we're a few days out as opposed to a week out does not mean it's perfect, but we're starting to get a better sense of the maximum area of impact, which appears to be this stretch from Louisiana down south of Jackson, south of Birmingham there as well, out towards Georgia here. It looks like that's going to be pretty historic, in fact, for some of those areas, right? I mean, when was the last time you saw indications of a big-time snow down in Baton Rouge, right? So this is definitely one of those situations where I think, generally speaking, we're going to be on the north side of the system. Notice here we're really on the fritz, right? I don't think, as of right now, that we're seeing any indication that this is going to be like the other week, right? I think this is going to generally be a southern, near Gulf Coast issue, not so much the Tennessee Valley, right? Now, it's not as likely, right? But we'll watch the trend. So if something does change, of course, I'll let you know. And of course, Fred, Ben, and Kelly over the next day or so and through Monday, will let you know. But generally speaking, the winter storm, yeah, looks like it's going to stay off to our south. So if you were a snow lover, right, sorry to break your heart, right? But I don't think this is going to be anything huge for us or anything like that. I think the main story for us, not so much going to be snow. It's actually going to be the cold air, just as a whole, right? We're going to be with those 20s and lower teens for lows. You saw that there, yeah? Even isolated single digits, I could easily imagine that. Then we warm back up a little bit towards the end of the week here, back to the 40s. So we'll watch that. In fact, I was saying this earlier yesterday, in fact, those 40s will practically feel tropical compared to those 20s. It was just like the other day whenever we finally got out of that snowpack and started to warm up a little bit. 49 felt like 76. It was just fantastic, right? Tuesday there, that's whenever that system starts moving through. And again, we're on the north side of it, so I don't see huge signs of impacts at the moment here, but some flurries are possible with that. But of course, like I said, over the next couple of days, models can change, right? So if they shift north or vary in some other fashion, we'll let you know. But I just want to give you the lowdown right now that Tuesday just does not look like the type of day for us where we get the winter storm. That's going to be our friends off to the south. Wish them well, by the way, because south of Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, all the way to Louisiana, they're not really prepared for winter storms, right? When do you see that, right? So let's hope they get through that all right. We fared pretty well with ours last week, so fortunately, I think we'll be all right through the rest of this week. Look at those 30s and 40s. I'm looking forward to that, because it's cold. Man, it is just brutal.